friends, hello everyone. We quite often review various agricultural equipment of various directions, but the equipment of today's release is really unique. It surprised some of us, and some of us even aroused mixed feelings about compliance with moral principles. However, you will see everything for yourself. BQ1046. As you know, champignons are not grown in the fields. They grow in basements in special containers. Due to limited space and atypical conditions, not every technique is able to work with these mushrooms. Therefore, most firms use manual harvesting. The harvesting process can be accelerated many times with the help of the amazing BQ1046 harvester. It is produced by the Dutch company Van den Top Maschinenbouwer BV. To be honest, the machine is amazing. Unusual design and layout make it very productive. For harvesting, use special twisted blades. They cut the flue further with the help of a conveyor. It is delivered to the packaging area. Of the minuses, the blade does not always accurately collect mushrooms and may well damage it. However, this manufacturer not only produces equipment for harvesting mushrooms, but also creates mini graders for leveling mushroom litter, as well as sorting machines that automatically pack mushrooms into containers. A Grobet strawberry harvester. Picking tender strawberries growing near the ground is a very delicate matter. It seems that the only way to collect it is manual labor, because the berries are quite soft and can easily lose their presentation. However, today this process is already automated. In order for strawberries to be subsequently harvested by machine, they must be grown in special containers raised about half a meter above the ground. Then ripe heavy berries will seem to hang from the container. This arrangement helps a special harvester to easily get them without the risk of turning the berries into fruit drink. The strawberry harvesting machine looks like a cross between a locksmith and an octopus robot. Its manufacturers claim that such a process greatly speeds up work and saves 40% of the time and cost of manual labor. K150 coppers. Flowers are the same equal subject of agriculture as potatoes or apple trees. But as you understand, a thin flower stalk is a fragile thing. Manual cleaning seriously affects the costs and the price of the final product. However, it is actually easier to cut flowers like tulips than trees or bushes. This is because they grow close together, have only one flower on a stiff stem and grow about the same length. And since it is in Holland that the largest plantations of this most beautiful plant are grown, it is not surprising that the manufacturer of the unusual machine for their harvesting is the Dutch company. This self-propelled special equipment is called Van Dijk K150 coppers, and its operator can only be envied. Working in such beauty is a real pleasure. The machine has spare knives that cut and pick up the crop, as well as a semi-tracked chassis that reduces the load on the ground. Cabbage harvester. This machine is somewhat related to the ATM. The fact is that she collects huge crops of cabbage. Of course, vegetable cabbage, not money cabbage. This machine makes it incredibly easy to harvest vegetables, which brings a lot of profit. The device itself is a trailer for a tractor and does not have its own power plant. But it is equipped with a special fork knife, which neatly cuts the cabbage on both sides. A cut head of cabbage is picked up by a special tape that resembles a tractor caterpillar. It is completely rubber, which improves the grip and gently transports the head of cabbage into the storage hopper. Dewalf GK3 SE. With cabbage, everything is more or less clear. But what about carrots? She firmly sits in the ground and cutter just will not work. Here a special approach is needed, which, by the way, has already been found. Since the vegetable needs to be dug up, and if you do this with each carrot separately, then this is extremely costly. Therefore, the inventors of this technique went a different way. The unit plows the ground. Large teeth made of steel can easily cope with this. When the carrot is released from the pressure, the machine is neat and pulls it out. Next, the carrots are transported to the storage hopper. But along the way, the device also separates the tails and the fruit. Tails fall to the ground and do not take up more space in the storage hopper. New Holland ED209. How do you think an olive tree can be made to yield its harvest? It would seem obvious. Shake it and olives will fall right into your hands. There's only one problem. The crop falls directly into the grass, from where it is very problematic to get it. Fortunately, there are special machines that work absolutely the same way. They drive up to low-growing olive trees and shake them with a special frame or rubber probes that cannot harm the tree. The last type is the New Holland ED209. Carefully drives into the trees. It runs over, in the literal sense. Then the probes start to move and the tree crumbles right into the machine. The second type of machines is even easier. They grab the tree and shake it off. Only before that, the machine spreads a tarpaulin right under the tree. The tarpaulin returns to its original position along with the olives, from where they fall into the storage hopper. Probably, if you watched up to this point, then the video interested you. And the best way to support the team of authors of this channel is to like and subscribe. Comments are also welcome. Cuitamag. What follows is a very shocking machine, and I have warned you. Have you ever asked yourself where the carcasses of dead animals go, or how to fertilize the land as cheaply and simply as possible? The next machine will give you the answer. Epidemics, old age or accidents are all current events for farm animals. Only this is not just the death of an animal, but it is a loss for the enterprise. To mitigate them, an interesting, but not trivial idea was invented. Why not use carcasses to fertilize the land? Looks a little barbaric at first glance, but these animals would have died one way or another on the table or from natural causes. When a large number of dead animals accumulate, they are shipped and buried under the surface of the earth. But this is not for long, because a machine called Cuitamag is being used. It has a high ground clearance and multiple bladed blades. Clearance is needed to drive on a pile of earth and carcasses, and the blade mixes them into a homogeneous mass. In this way, a fertile mixture is obtained, which is ideal for fertilizing the fields tired of the constant workload. We believe it is worth thinking positively. After all, people again found a way to turn the death of one organism into life for hundreds, or even thousands of others. Airborne. Spraying a medium-sized vineyard with pesticides and herbicides using a helicopter is very expensive, but the developers of the Latvian startup Airborne claim that their autonomous drone Agro will do the job at half the cost and efficiency. Plus, the device has several other benefits that are useful for farmers. According to the creators, the drone flies at a speed of 4 meters per second and is able to process up to 6 hectares of grape fields per hour. The drone is equipped with a proprietary battery, as well as an energy-saving flight speed control system. One charge is enough for 15 minutes of work, during which the drone will process more than 1 hectare. In addition, the drone is equipped with a capacious pesticide tank with a capacity of 60 liters. This significantly distinguishes it from other drones, which are mostly small in size and have a standard chemical tank of 10 or 15 liters. During autonomous spraying of vineyards, Agro uses radar to control and maintain a constant flight altitude above the plants. This feature allows the drone to fly as close as possible to the vine without hitting it, even if the vineyard is located on hilly or mountainous terrain. This will reduce the consumption of pesticides through precise spraying on plants. Today, manual spraying of pesticides by workers is certainly one of the alternatives to expensive helicopter spraying. But Airborne developers claim that their autonomous drone will speed up the process of spraying vineyards. Agrotron will complete the job 50 times faster than manual workers. In addition, workers' exposure to hazardous chemicals is minimized. I recommend you to watch a very interesting process of production of the largest gold chains on the planet. They are also called Cuban chains. You will learn all the stages of production of this super expensive product. And that's all for today. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to write your opinion in the comments. See you in the next issue. Bye.